words are powerful. They convey meaning, but they also betray secrets. What if I told you that sometimes a single word or a specific pattern of speech can act like a key, unlocking a hidden chamber into someone's true character, their core motivations, their deepest insecurities? It sounds like mind reading, doesn't it? But this isn't about psychic powers. It's about deep listening and understanding the subtle, often unconscious choices people make in their language. There are linguistic tells, subtle clues dropped in conversation that, when recognized, can offer profound insights. However, this knowledge comes with a warning. It must be used with caution, discernment, and empathy, never for snap judgments. Today, we explore this fascinating territory: how to listen beyond the surface and potentially glimpse the true character hidden within words. It's rarely just one magic word, despite the provocative title. Instead, it's about recognizing patterns and the types of words people habitually lean on, especially under pressure or when speaking candidly. Our language is often a direct pipeline to our subconscious beliefs, values, and self-perception. The words we choose, the way we frame sentences, the pronouns we favor, these aren't random. They reflect our internal landscape. Someone constantly using I might reveal a strong ego, or conversely deep insecurity needing validation. Someone frequently using we might indicate collaboration or perhaps a diffusion of responsibility. The key isn't the word itself in isolation, but its consistent, often unconscious usage within a broader context. Pay close attention to pronoun usage. An overabundance of I, me, my can signal self-centeredness or egocentrism, especially when discussing shared experiences or team efforts. Conversely, a complete lack of I and excessive use of we or passive voice, mistakes were made, might indicate an avoidance of personal responsibility. Frequent use of you in accusatory or blaming statements, you always, you made me feel, often points to an external locus of control and difficulty taking ownership. Listen for the balance. Healthy individuals typically navigate these pronouns contextually, taking responsibility, I messed up, while also acknowledging collaboration, we achieved this. People who frequently speak in absolutes, always, never, everyone, nobody, often reveal cognitive rigidity or a tendency towards exaggeration and drama. Reality is nuanced. Absolutes rarely reflect it accurately. This pattern can suggest black and white thinking, difficulty seeing perspectives, or perhaps a manipulative intent to overstate a case. While sometimes used for emphasis, habitual reliance on absolutes can indicate a lack of critical thinking or emotional immaturity. Listen for nuance. and qualification in speech. It often signals a more balanced and realistic perspective. Be wary of those whose world seems painted only in the stark colors of always and never. Language that consistently deflects responsibility is a significant character tell. Phrases like, "He made me do it," "It wasn't my fault because if only you had," or constantly blaming external circumstances reveal an unwillingness or inability to take ownership of one's actions and choices. This pattern often points to a victim mentality or manipulative tendencies. People with strong character acknowledge their role, even in difficult situations. "I contributed to this by," "I could have handled that differently." Listen for accountability versus blame. Consistent blame shifting is a major red flag regarding maturity, integrity, and the capacity for growth. Pay attention to language expressing entitlement. Frequent use of phrases like "I deserve," "I'm owed," "It should be mine," especially without corresponding effort or contribution, can signal arrogance, narcissism, or a lack of gratitude. While healthy self-worth is important, entitlement language often reflects an inflated sense of self and unrealistic expectations of the world and others. It suggests a focus on receiving rather than contributing. Contrast this with language expressing appreciation, acknowledging effort, their own and others, and understanding that results often require work and circumstance. Entitlement often breeds disappointment and conflict. Crucially, context is everything. A single word or phrase means little in isolation. Look for consistent patterns over time and across different situations. Stress, fatigue, or cultural background can influence language. Never use these observations to instantly label or judge someone. The purpose is deeper understanding and discernment, not condemnation. Use this awareness to ask better questions, navigate interactions more wisely, and protect yourself from potentially manipulative or draining personalities. But always approach with humility and the awareness that you are only seeing a small part of a complex human being. True wisdom uses insight for connection and protection, not for division or arrogance. Language is a window, sometimes revealing glimpses of the inner world we might otherwise miss. By tuning into patterns in pronouns, absolutes, blame, and entitlement, you gain a powerful tool for understanding human character, including your own. Use this knowledge wisely, ethically, and with compassion. Start paying closer attention in your daily conversations, not to judge, but to understand. What linguistic patterns have you noticed in others or yourself? Share your observations respectfully in the comments. If this exploration of deep listening was insightful, subscribe for more life mastery wisdom, like this video, and share it with those interested in the subtleties of human interaction. Listen deeply. Understand better.